What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Warzone video on the channel. Today we're looking at how you guys can learn how to read a UAV in Warzone. This goes for rebirth, this goes for just regular Verdansk, and this also goes for multiplayer. Before we actually get into the tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys what settings you guys want to have on first, that we're not running into any issues when it comes to you guys' perspective of the minimap and how it looks for you versus how it looks for me. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to general, and you want to go all the way down to where it shows the HUD or the HUD. That's going to show you your minimap shape. You want to make sure this is on square, because obviously if you look to the right side compared to the left side, the right side you want to have those corners, because that actually gives you more visual on where you are or your surroundings. It actually allows you to see more versus the round side. So obviously make sure you switch that to square. You also want to make sure your minimap rotation is enabled as well. That's going to help a lot with heartbeats and also with your overall UAV. And also, you guys, compass, cardinal direction, text, it doesn't matter. You guys can use either numbers or letters. It does not matter. That is 100% personal preference. But that's all you guys will have to do. Just make sure you guys have those settings on, or else you guys probably are going to run into a couple of bumps. But other than that, we can go ahead and hop into the tutorial. So what I'm going to be showing you guys today is pretty much, I'm going to be showing you guys some gameplay of me using UAV and explaining what the thought process of is, what my thought process is and what's going on in my head during those fights, to let you guys know and pretty much teach you guys what you guys should do when you see certain signs from the UAV that allow you, that pretty much give you intel on where your enemies are. So for a quick explanation for those of you that are new, a UAV is simply just an item you can purchase at either a buy station, which is a little shopping cart on the map, or you can find it on the ground. And once you actually have any inventory on your right hand side, you can easily just press the D-pad to the right, and that will actually pop the UAV. It will give you intel on everyone that is around you except for ghosted players. Ghost only means that if a person has already gotten their loadout and they have the perk Ghost, that means that they will not be able to be seen on UAVs or heartbeats. So that is a very important thing that has, a very important role that plays into Warzone if you guys don't want to be seen on UAVs. But besides that, that is pretty much what a UAV is, how you can get it, and what it's used for. So in this clip, you guys can see that I hear someone, enemy flying in. I hear him coming in. I immediately look towards the stairs because it's most likely the stairs that they're going to come from. Obviously, he does actually go down the stairs. I end up killing him, and I ended up getting some intel that his teammates were flying. So how do I know they're flying? Super simple. You see the red dots on the minimap. They're pretty much showing an arrow that is pointing up, and that is super important to let you guys know that when it is an up arrow, that means that they are on a level higher than you. When it's a down arrow, obviously that means they are on a level below you. So since the fact, obviously I can see that they're not right on top of my head, it's pretty much safe to assume that those guys are actually floating, and they're going to be pretty much just straight diving down very, very soon. So I'm going to pretty much line up for the shot, because I know they're flying. I know they don't have any guns, so it should be 2 easy kills just like that. All right, guys, so after we grab our loadout and stuff, you guys are actually going to see that one of my kills ended up getting finished right there, and I can see his teammate is below me because of the arrow below the red dot. So I end up just chasing him down. As you guys can see, he's running away. I'm chasing him. I pretty much just tease him at this point because I already know he's going to die. I mean, me and Jebel are right there. We end up killing him just like that, and that pretty much just wraps up that team, because after he gets killed, you can see his teammates are nowhere near control center. But that does not mean control center is empty, because as you guys just see, I popped a heartbeat and there are still people here. So as you guys are going to see, I'm aware that people are above me because it did show an up arrow, so I'm checking. As you guys see, just perfect centering right there. I was able to predict that he was right there in the stairwell, and as you guys see right here, I see him on the roof. Okay, it showed an up arrow, which means he's on the roof. So when I'm going to chow, I immediately am going to just whip around the corner and ADS in that that specific spot. And that's pretty much going to give me a free kill, because he's probably not going to expect me coming around the corner like that. And I mean, come on, like the chances of me losing that fight, unless I'm just missing all my shots, is pretty low. And as you guys can see here, his teammate tried to run away, but you guys already know you can't run from the dupe. Look, he tried to throw a grenade. Oh, poor guy. So I ended up making my way towards prison. I do a quick heartbeat check. I actually wasn't paying attention to my UAV right here, but I do see it right now where I see he's below me. I go back to look at the doors, and obviously I see him and I'm able to take him out. And once I do kill him, I see that 3 of his teammates are all on a level above me, which means that they are either floating one's in the stairwell, or they're probably all on top of prison, which means that they're all just vibing out on the prison roof. chances are that that's probably the case, to be honest. The person that's right above me, right behind me, that shows me the actual mini map, they are probably right over my head above my level. So which means, and obviously I just came from the stairwell, so they're probably not at the stairwell that I just came down from, but good chance they're probably around that general area, or they're just floating right over that spot. Alright guys, so remember this part right here. Remember this, when I'm coming over here, I kill this guy. And as I kill him, I get intel that there's a guy above me, behind me, which is really, really close to where I'm at. He's not in the stairwell at the moment, but as you guys can see, he's going to come down because I take a little minute to, reload my guns, take a little breather for a second. I end up checking my heartbeat to see that there's one right in front of me. So I go ahead and pre-aim the stairwell, and there he is sitting prone right there. If I wouldn't have checked my heartbeat, chances are I wouldn't have expected that, and it's a really good chance that guy would have killed me. But because I checked my heartbeat and because I used the intel that I had before that there was a person above me, I've kind of put 2 and 2 together to say he's probably just standing there in the stairwell waiting for me to peek. And that's exactly what happened. And luckily, I just read that like a book. So as you guys can see in this clip, I do see this guy in the UAV. He's on my level, so I just kind of go through the door and I look straight ahead, and there he is, just standing there. I'm able to take this guy out. Almost died though, but I just win the fight, and I can see that his 2 teammates are below me, which means that obviously I'm kind of safe at the moment. But as you guys can see, this one guy is moving kind of fast. He's kind of moving kind of fast towards my direction, which means he's getting close to the stairwell, which I am aware of. So I'm kind of just standing there and waiting for him to peek. As you guys can see, I see him peek down there. I'm taking him out. I actually almost died right there again. And I see his teammate is now moving kind of fast as well. So the other guy is moving kind of fast, which means that his teammate's probably aware that his other teammate just died or he's getting shot at, and he's now trying to come help. So I'm aware of that. I'm aware that this guy's probably going to peek around these corners at any second. So I'm trying to take time to reload and trying to take time to, get ready for a fight. What ends up happening is one of his teammates actually flies right back down. The one I killed at first, I end up downing him. Jebba gives me a great call out by saying he's to my right. I end up pretty much just eagle shotting this guy. I take him out, miss my throwing knife, and that's pretty much a wrap for that one. I do get shot from another building, but my other kill does get fooled, and I'm pretty much safe at this point because all of his teammates are either floating because I killed them, or they're just somewhere else. So we're just going to do a quick summary on everything we touched up on today. So the main things you guys want to take with you, for those of you that don't know, pretty much you can buy UAVs from buy stations for $4,000. If you want to pop a UAV, you want to use the same keybind or press the same button as you do when you're popping a kill streak. You guys can check that out in your controller settings, to see which one is binded for you. And if you guys are reading a UAV, just keep in mind that if you see a up arrow, that means they're on a level higher than you. If you see a bottom arrow, that means that they're on a level lower than you. And if you just see no arrows at all, that means that they are on your level, and chances are you're going to get yourself into a fight very, very soon. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. You guys, obviously, if you guys can see they're on your level, then you're going to have the advantage of knowledge and knowing that they are there, and they probably don't even know you're there. So that will give you an advantage 100%. And that's pretty much all there is to reading UAVs. If you guys actually do get this down, I guarantee you your gameplay will automatically improve dramatically. Knowing where your enemies are is already just 75% of the fight. 75% of fights or 75% of deaths are actually deaths of people that didn't know that their enemy was somewhere that they were there. You know what I mean? So if you guys obviously, I personally always died of just getting snuck up on by dead silence or just not knowing they're there, because chances are if I know they're there and I know where you are, chances are there's a much, much greater chance that you're going to probably die. So as you see right here, I did not know there's a full team in here, and I died just like that. Well, I didn't have a UAV. These guys are either ghosted or we just didn't have a UAV up, and I wasn't aware that there was a full team, so therefore I died and I paid for it, which was my fault. Luckily, I didn't choke 20 bomb though, and we ended up getting 24 kills in this gameplay. If you guys want to watch this full gameplay, you can guys check out the video in the link description. That will show you guys the full gameplay of what you guys are witnessing right now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to touch up on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions that I may have missed in today's video, be sure to drop them down in the comment section. I will definitely try to touch up on all questions as possible. This is pretty much the remake of the first UAV tutorial I made before, but it's pretty much just way better quality and more, just touching up on more things I did in that video. So hopefully this guide helped you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all. Hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.